Testing the audio. Check, check, check. Testing the audio. All right. So we are back at Final Fantasy XIV, the main story, for the first time. It's our second stream with the story. I've advanced the plot a little bit, not much though. All right, I'll give the same disclaimer that I did last time, and that is first time playing. So if you have tips, let me know. I've also been trying to take some notes as I go about the story. Pull those up real quick. All right, that should be a decent setup here. Let's settle in. All right, so let's see. We were in the broken water of, I guess this is Southern Thanalan. We're on the hunt for a black masked figure who we know to be named La Brea. La Habrea of the Asians. Servant to the one true God. We've been inquiring about him, but we are in a settlement here who doesn't take too kindly to outsiders. That has been a bit of a theme, especially coming from the Black Shroud and from Gridania, who also have their own feelings about outsiders. So I've kind of seen that our whole playthrough here. But we were able to connect up with, seemed like a guard of sorts who's kind of giving us a opportunity for a leg up within the settlement, because he knows if we help them out, we'll be much less of an outsider. So let's see what these people have to say. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? Oh yeah, and we're delivering tea to these people. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees? Like it's not. The compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Angry River. You there. Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What, a masked man? Don't know, don't care, unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. That was good. And then Yayazuku. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. Give that sweet thanalan tea. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Ala Megans. I assumed he was one of them. Oh, level 42s. I'm out of my element for the first time in a while. I've been over-leveled throughout most of this story. Alright, so I was talking to the Alamogans, which is what this is called, right? The little, what's it called? Little Alamigo. Okay, so he was talking to the Alamegans. Gisselbert. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. So you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegan's trust, and the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Just going to make a note here about the Alamegans. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundobald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Alright, now it's going to take us to Menphilia. Now, as I'm thinking about this, I do realize that I really need to finish up my Archers Guild quest line and start up the Bard quest line, because I'm level 32 and I have that ability, but I haven't done that yet. Before we get any further in the main story, I feel like that's probably a worthwhile time investment, so I can continue to get new skills and progress. Yeah, because I can still get these. I think that means that I can still get these as a bard. I could be wrong about that. Again, first timer. But it seems like the bard is the upgrade job for this class, so I might as well go ahead and get that rolling. Not more Silver drama. Thank the gods you've come, Nia. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. This is what we've been dealing with all game long. Calm yourself, Silver. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Adder, for there is no time, Lucane. Awa could be long gone before the forces had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly, take these poachers by surprise and force them to divulge her location. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Nia and me to accompany you. You, the adventurer and the savage? You cannot understand. Silver! Yeah, see, this is what we've been dealing with. But I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here ready to fight. You have us. I've never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Still with this guy. Still with this guy. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. He honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved. He's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Nia, to the South Shroud. Our old stomping grounds. To the South Shroud. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, right next to Quarry Mill. We've been living around here for a while. My man, what's his face, is over here with his bar. Can't remember his name. But he's out there. North or south? What do we think? North or south? Seems like we can go right up there. Let's follow the road and see. Okay, there we go. Made that a little too difficult. Ooh, a level 34 sync. Interesting. Well, this is unfortunate. Silver. Making a note about Silver there. Nia, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Nia, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. Oh, we got a healer over here. Let's go ahead and take care of him. thinking over here. Oh, more of them. Got another healer. Oh, she got the healing off right at the last second. Oh, Leah, you weren't much help there at the end. Not much help at all. I told you I do not need or want your assistance. Quite why have you deluded yourselves into thinking? You're the only one who's deluded, thinking you could deceive us, when even a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucien. Lucien? Lucien. Lucien? Lucien. 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 How about that? Lucien. And from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. If there's still so much I don't know about Gridon yet, and the wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why you? Pawa's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the 12's wood use bone whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Pawa out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. So that's why you came to Taker's Rot, for this gang's whistle. Nia, if you are determined to help me, I have a task for you. Pawa was last seen near Izamhar, to the east of the camp. Through a hollow tree trunk is a clearing where two streams meet, and F's are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Nia. I swear on my honor as a Gridonian archer that no harm will come to you. Well, all right then. Oh yeah, Buscarin was the guy's name. So I wonder, can we take this porter to Buscarin's place? I can't remember. So Silver is worried about poachers, because he obviously cares for his homeland. Yes, nice. So let's see, Buscarin is I believe he was former soldier who fought in the Calamity. Now owns a bar in the South Shroud. Right now from here, it's a short little stint. Follow the signs here. Should take us right there. Excellent. And there's the hollowed out tree trunk. And there's the F's that are wont to congregate. And there's the whistle. And there is our instance. There's our ambush. Alex, I knew I should have trusted my gut. If I'm surrounded, I want y'all to like make contact. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you will forgive my forwardness, madam. No, no, sir, 'tis most flattering. Wouldn't ye agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? I hope you like it rough, darling. Okay, I almost said let's remember, but before I started streaming, I sort of let it be known that I would gladly join Awa as a poacher. Gladly. Happy to. This is a great example of not having a tank. Let's use some AoE right here. Yeah. Oh, you're a little caster. Let's graze you. Okay. Graze. Make sure I use that on one of her abilities. Look like she can use Paralyze. I feel like it was a fairly low cast time though. Could be easily interruptible. She has oiled arrows. Okay, thanks for the hint. Oops. Oops. Well, it seems like Leah should have listened to her own advice. She's standing right in that like a big dummy. Cool. Oh, it has no effect. And I was also out of that, I would like to say. Alright, thanks. Okay, definitely got out of that one. I have the high ground. Is Leah immobile? Can she not move? Is that one of her class abilities? And maybe this is why, like, it never worked out with her and Powa. Like, I was like, you're just too immobile. You just stand in the fire. Maybe that's why Leah and Nia never worked, you know? Unfortunate hair clipping. Nia and Powa, no. And I thought you only had eyes for me. Got her. Absolutely wrecked. That's the power of friendship. That is the power of friendship. And now I get to make the killing blow. I guess you won't be poaching anymore. I can't. I won't. And that's that. Maybe Silver won't be a pain in the old you know what. So now time to go back to Luciana. What's this? Alright. Let's return. I wonder, is that it for the archers? I mean, we killed the poacher. Obviously, that's the only poacher still around. There's no more problems. But I'm also curious, like, is this it? Do they basically just tell me that I graduated archer school and there's nothing else that I can learn, and so it's time to go like pick up a guitar? How does that transition to the bard work? I'm relieved to see you again, Nia. Had the three of you not been united in purpose, Powa Majuk would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I am so proud of you, Nia. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Windbite. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you have knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you. All archers walk the same path, Nia, towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Nia. They will never lead you astray. Sweet. Let's go to the jacket. What's up, Gregorius? Alright, so wind bite deals wind damage and damage over time. Alright. And here's the transition to the bard. Well met, Nia. Would that we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another XIV dirigible has been spotted over the 12's Wood, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be more apt. The XIV dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest of teachers, and few things drive a woman better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the 12's Wood, the one they called the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jahantel. And he was once of the God's Quiver. Sweet name. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. So he can sing as well, I take it. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jahantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jahantel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we're hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jahantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarry Mill in the South Shroud. Jahantel is an agreeable sort of fellow and should be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jahantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. And now it's time to bard it up. Bards and bowmen. Back to the Quarry Mill. And to the west for our first job. Yeah, I like that coat. It's nice. And here he is, Jahantel. Another guest. You are kind to pay me visit, young one. Naught gives us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that a steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the 12's Wood, and we could want for little more. But the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Nia, was it? You've heard of me. Yes, I am Jahantel, and the one they call the God's Bow, but that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one, and you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of a vainglorious fool tell us this much. This guy likes to hear himself talk. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse? Well, I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors, much like Lucien. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be a good place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Nia. There's a Mughal named Pukno-Poki who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Pukno-Poki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O puissant Althic. O puissant Althic. Turn thee over the hourglass of time that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Thank you, Jahantel. Let's find the Mughal to the east. To the east. Okay, not too bad. I wonder, does Bard start back at level 1 or does it continue at level 30? Ah, there you go. Are you stuck? Pukno-Poki. Kupo. How could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Kupo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent, I'll allow. But you've caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now be a good adventurer and show yourself out. Jahantel sent you. You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Jahantel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can salve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope, and that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams, Kupo. I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jahantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now has he deigned to set foot here again. But he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Jahantel's, perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man, and that's saying a lot, Kupo. Gads, your coming had so excited me, my predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Jahantel, you see, but it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I roused just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rock, Kubo. Now I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Gentle in my stead? Well, obviously yes, Pokno. Pokey. Let us check it out. Taker's Rot to the north. Let's go get the charm. Well, well, well. Okay, so I've got another damage over time. I've got to remember that. I'm going to re-look at my skills here. Because I've got 2 dots there now. Let's put these up here. This here. Let's kind of move everything down the line. Let's put the second dot here. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Let's go to 4, 5, 3, 3, and 3. Alright, I like that. Pretty okay. Let's try it again. So 1, 5, 2, 3. Let's get some distance. 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so So 1, 5, 2, 5, spam 3, 6 to get some distance. I've got to remember 8 will create a barrier, nullifying knockback and drawn effects. Okay, I don't really need that except for situational. Okay. So 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 3. Distance. See if I can. I can't really get around there. Can I get up here? Oh, I can, and I slipped onto the other side. 1, 5, 2, 5. We'll get any distance here. Oh, that's okay. Two dots on them is great. That's excellent. Also love that that didn't aggro you. So let's get you bound there. It gives me the distance that I need. Excellent. Let's get our charm. And where's the man of the hour? Okay, just south. Once we obtain our bard status, we'll get back on the main story. Uh-oh. That was a nice stun. That was a nice stun. Well done. Okay, get both my dots on there. Use my 5. Gain my 3. Get out of the way. There we go. Alright, that was more than it should have been. Still getting used to that rotation. Have you recovered the charm? You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver it to Jahanto. Tell him that Poknopoki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing. Why don't we just help you out of there? Okay. On the road again. No, it's not quite on the road yet. Let's try gate by. No problem. Back to this great overworld music, environment music, with my Yoko Shimomura piano. Oh. We get past the yards and no, don't clap, no. All right, we're back. Welcome back, Nia. You have a charm and a message for me from Poknopoki, you say? Indeed. A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Poknopoki and I go back a long way. When first I took up the harp, I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Poknopoki has long desired that I remain in the Twelves Wood to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. Duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Twelves Wood problematic. Take a note here about Jahantel. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, mayhap it would suffice to appease Poknopoki. Of course, he saw straight through my little ruse. What the Mughals lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Poknopoki asked that you bring it to me, but he meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By the same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but stringed instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Nia, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Puknopoki's wildest expectations. A chunk of experience here, as well as the Mage's Ballad, deals unexpected damage with a potency of 100. Grants Mage's Ballad to self and all party members within 50 yalms, increasing damage by 1%. 45 seconds. 80% chance to grant a repertoire, which I would assume is... Oh, is that a, is that not an active, is that a passive? And it reduces the recast time of Bloodletter. Okay, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Bloodletter was my other... Okay, cool. Very cool. This is my first time getting a job past the initial classes. That's cool. I've unlocked the armory. I've unlocked the bard. Melody sung by the bards of old resounds within you. The next bard quest will be available from Jahintel upon reaching level 35. The quest to learn the action Perform is now available from Simkin at Miketo's Amphitheater in Old Gridania. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright, you've obtained a soul crystal. Soul crystals are required to change from your current class to a more specialized job. Each job has its own crystal and arms, which can be equipped via the armory chest. While using a job, you will have limited access to actions from other classes. You will, however, have access to new job-specific actions. Job levels coincide with those of base classes. When a job level rises, so too does the level of the base class and vice versa. Okay, cool. I was wondering how that was going to work. Jobs that do not have a base class, however, will start from the level required to unlock them, and their level can be raised independently of other classes and jobs. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at our actions here. So I'm still an archer. Okay. So, do I have to purchase? You attain the soul of the bard. Do I have to? key item. Oh, in the armory chest. How do I open the armory chest? Armory chest. Okay. Offhand. Where is this guy? Right here, right here. Okay. Equip. Nice. By changing your job to Bard, you may carry over the hotbar and cross hotbar settings from Archer. Okay, cool. As the actions from your Archer may also be used when playing Bard, transferring these settings will allow you to readily play in a similar fashion. This option is recommended for those who have little or no experience with Bard. Yeah, that would be me. Should you require time to consider, this window will be open again the next time you change your job to Bard. Okay, let's transfer. All right, so Bard bar, Bard level 33, excellent. Main hand, still the bow. Okay, good. Song gauge unlocked. Here it is. Singing Mage's Ballad will display the action's corresponding song gauge, indicating the effect's time remaining. If the repertoire effect is triggered while Mage's Ballad is being sung, the recast times for Bloodletter and Reign of Death are reduced. Cool. So Bloodletter is here. Oh, that's great. So it reduces the recast times. Sweet. Okay, cool. Cool. And because that is off global cooldown, I'll be able to sort of weave that between my skills more frequently. Nice. Okay. So now let's take back a look at our actions. We have Mage's Ballad, which definitely seems like recast times 120, so it's a little bit longer, so it definitely seems like up here. So I can hit that there. Now, I like both my dots there. Okay. Now, let's find some poor soul to try this out on. Let's go that there. Let's have this here. Okay. 34 seconds. 34 seconds. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think that okay, yeah, I think that the recast time is now the charge time. Okay, the charge time. So it doesn't do anything about the recast time. That's interesting. Is it the charge time that repertoire would do? I don't know. I don't know. Does this have multiple charges? Not yet ready. Okay. All right, so let's head up Menphilia. Which we can do with our Vesper Bay ticket. Alright, that was big. We're a bard now. We have our first job. Have new mechanics to get used to, learn. Say hi to Totoro. What Stan could have to say. Parade. Okay, I've already read that. Fremont's over there. Midfilia! Welcome back, Nia. How fares the investigation? Ah, I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. Okay, that's interesting. I was wondering about that earlier. How long, in fact, I wrote that down in my note, but how long were they forced out of their homeland? For 20 years. Get that down. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who are displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. What would that more could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with the one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Is there really? Your Alamegan comrade is named Heribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Hey, new Scion. Cool. I kind of thought that, like, the ones that you meet in, like, your tutorial area was all of the Scions. Hey, we got a bunch of people in here. There's Clive from Final Fantasy 15. I come on behalf of the students of Baldesion. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you're still here? Please carry on. I am not. Okay, well. Now, Biggs and Wedge, obviously, we saved them. People in masks cannot be trusted. Biggs wear masks all the time when welding. If only Master Garland were still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose. Kind and generous, he taught us everything we know about engineering. Though believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices even if a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. Ishtola. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are gasping under the pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, Now is not the time to relax in our vigilance. Ah, Abatia. In the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account of the fact that their friends were trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. Ehrenwald. I'm to meet with the antecedent soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it could be good if it was, correct? Yes. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. Ah, Ida. Anoraxia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously. I just know it. Papalymo. Look, Anoraxia, I realize that this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in Ul'dah whereby... please, just trust me and stay out of sight. Walking ones from Ul'dah have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Cool. Ah, nice. And there's our man. And then Liavine. He says, I've resumed my training. Idle hands make for idle minds, and painful memories are all too quick to resurface. Yikes. Una Teyun. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, good on you, mate. Thanks for fighting to save Eorzea, and whatnot. But I reckon most would ask what we've done for 'em lately. If not spit in our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the god's damned world. And then Yuri anger. Knowest thou the import of the broken staff within the solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louisoix, the man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars wheel across the heavens, and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather and ignite a fiery dawn to burn away the glowering shroud. Ah, but destiny, thou art beautiful. Alright. Ari Bert. If it isn't Nia Jamil, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? Well, you see, you wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Back to the Quarry Mill we go. Our old stomping grounds once again. Albreda. Yeah? You want me to introduce you to the resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. What about Harry Bert? Harry Bert sent you? That worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. Wow. That man's ex I mean, ugh. I realized Herbert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefred, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Oh, weapon copper. Nice. Let's see, is this going to give me my first bard bow? Or is it just a regular bow? It's just a regular bow. That's okay. Do bards get special bows or no? I don't know. Bard. Wait, we're just speak to Bracoria at the. Oh wait, where's our man? Ah, Mefred. Actual scene here. I am Mefred, a proud man of Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood's on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. All right, we can do it. One of Mefred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all. But that mean going against the elemental's will. Wow, okay, alright. What does that mean? Alright, let's think about this. So, the Alamegans had their home taken from them 20 years ago by the Guardians. So now they're refugees. And obviously they're getting discriminated against and treated poorly, ignored, living on the fringes of society. But now they can't even help one another because it goes against the elemental's will. And we've had so far all of these interactions about like the elementals are kind of like the guardians of the forest and people are like worshiping the elementals and blah blah. Wow. All right. I've been at Coromil long enough to know how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. Now, I remember that hearers are the ones who speak with the elementals. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Alright, I feel like that's such a Final Fantasy theme to present those beings one way and then, like, hours later, pull the rug out from under you, and they're not what they seem. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. The authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast of or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. That was so hard to read. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial. and ever shall it be. Shoo, gosh. Oh, man. So the elementals, man. We're gonna have to, like, kill a god. That's how it's to be, then. Bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Yeah, that was some easy experience right there. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Galleon? You Galleon? No, you're just, like, sitting there. So, north. Into the silent arbor we go. Alright, get both the dots on. Bloodletter. No, that's straight shot. Dot. Dot. Straight shot. Back it up. Sweet. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. I do. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgr. Ralgr. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarin, would you? Yeah, I do. He's my best friend. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Yeah, I'd say we could go see Buscarin. Let's port her over there. Head to the druthers. Alright, while we're on the get a note in here about the elementals. So the elementals are guardians of the 12's wood. But they're like the ultimate authority for the region. Harsh toward outsiders. Ah, Nia, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me? Just some antelope horns. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry. Your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. Well, good on you, sir. That was easy enough. Let's just teleport. Gil. Take it. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? I do. Herbal ointment. Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate to where it was before or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Well, I don't know. I mean, she might be too afraid of the freaking elementals if they're like gonna strike her out of the sky or something. Finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. Did Bro over there not come ask? Is this like a loophole in the elemental contract that you can talk to me but not him? My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. I'll be really honest with you. Like, I get it. You're probably a little, like, worried because of the elementals, but I doubt that you would have stopped those. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Right. Yeah, let me just deliver that message. Out in the wilds alone? That fool. That great, big, sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Alright, let's track him down. Got some goblins. Seems like he should be right over there. Can I skirt the goblins? I'm gonna go right through here. Expert. Watch out, a goblin. Cool. Is that all you got? Oh, whoa, Galleon. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot in Alamegan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a Thor thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarryman. Good, walk back together. Galleon's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. A glamour prism. That's the first time I'm seeing that. So, if I like a piece of equipment, I can sort of keep that around. Okay, cool. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Well, very well. I will provide you with a letter to show Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Oh, nice. Very nice. Back to the Little Alamigo. Back at it. Gundobald. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Well, how about now? You spoke with Manfred? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek, and I will tell you what I can. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. Alright. Madeline. Gundebald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man, and you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Yeah, that was fruitful. Sifrid. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say that I have. I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. Sounded ominous. Talbot. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it. And that there's trouble, mark my words. Alright. This is the end of the quest. I should get a level here. And that's a closed door. Love to see it. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time that the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. And there's our level. 34. So 35 will get us the newest Bard quest. Nice. What a secret message. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Let me out. Okay. Let's see what the youth have to say for themselves. Hey, it's been a long time since I've seen a journal entry. Need 5 of these. Had a rhythm there. I remember that. That's 2. Oh, this is a nice little piece too. Good rhythm. Three of 5, I believe. Go. It's only 5 of 10. I need to go hunt these down. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Carl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Got her. Alright. Nice. Nice. Beating up on some kids. Beating up on some freaking kids, man. You just sent 2 after me? Like, geez, I freaking killed Efreet, you know? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. I mean, that is Valiant. That is valiant, but I'm not the one. Oh, level 50. Is there a way in from this end, or do I just take a long way around? Let me in. Yeah. Sweet. Attacked by Wilrid and his cronies, they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. They are handing out XP here, and I don't need it. Gundabald needs your help. Wilrid mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald. Bertliana, gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corps Brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... Oh, Jesus. The whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilrid. He saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Jeez Louise. Can these people catch a freaking break? Oh, so we're just like snooping through. We're just snooping around. They're obviously not telling us the truth. We'll find the truth, okay? We're gonna suss it out. I see the truth on the ground right there. You. Yeah, they're gonna do something. Anybody else hiding anything? Gonna see any sparklies on the ground? Fire. That is up top. I've gone up top like 4 times. And this is when I actually need to go up there. It's up here for a reason. There's Wilrid. There's another wild youth. Those are the last 2. Keep Wilrid for at the end. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low. Like, What do they have planned that's going to topple the Empire? That's a good question. I mean, they live in a cave right now. Intense. O mighty Rolgerd, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Okay, so he's calling on a divine being. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Yeah, that is, there's some desperation. Some desperation. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? A hunting knife and a map. Hunting knife and a map of Zanrak? Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded, all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Almanjah are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Hmm. The dungeon? And seems like the crystal oh, we got another. The Hunter's Journal. How many do we need? Ah, just 1-3. Oh, this is also a bob, like. It's like different. We've been hearing a lot of piano. Got the like sweet guitar. Easy. Alright, that bridge is right where we need to go. Oh, did the others survive? Did he kill everyone? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We were... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rolger. To summon him. Just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardmen's cash. But they caught us and so many are dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Ooh, Lord. It's like a Godzilla's. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alright. You look like a caster. Let's go ahead and get some of that. Huh. I've never felt one of those. I didn't. Huh. Okay. Alright, let me keep an eye on his health. Alright, let's take care of these first then. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. That was definitely a mistake on my part. I was thinking that was potentially a healer. And I mean, I learned very quickly that it was the boss, but I just kind of like stuck with it because I was being stubborn. And it cost me. The key is, don't be stubborn. Don't be stupid. Also, everyone needs to like chill out and get out from the frickin' AoE. Right. Conscript out. And I'll do that. There we go. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about. The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Roger. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Nia will wish to hear it as well. All right. All right, let's hear the tale and then call it a night. Made some great progress. Became a bard and got 2 full levels, I believe. I think I started at level 32. Now we're over the way through 34. And I feel like we're nearing the end of this quest line. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside when the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Roger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing that we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where he may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, outsider. And sorry I tried to kill you. Yeah, about that. Let's settle the score. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Would that we had more information to offer, but what we would have told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you find and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. And back to Menphilia we go. And I think we'll talk to Menphilia and call it a night. Leaving off in the clubhouse, I think would be a good spot as well. Good place to pick up tomorrow. Welcome back, Nia. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Brea? I see. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that all the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Menphilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, milady. Tataru. Always the jokester. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. And that will be where we call it. Let's leave so that we are in. I feel like I would probably be. I feel like this instance, so I would be kicked if I logged out there. So let's exit out to Vesper Bay. So we should be in rest spot. I'm not. Cool. Love that. You got an inn for me or something? What? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you count? No. Do they not have like a rest spot? Nothing? Alright, we'll go to Horizon. There we go. Now we're in a sanctuary. Sweet. So we'll pick it up by checking back in with Menphilia, and we'll hit the road on the rest of that quest. Feels like we're nearing the end of that quest line, but we got barred. We got halfway through 34. We got a lot of the way through that quest line, and we're in good shape. So we'll pick back up next time, playing more Final Fantasy XIV the first time.